Welcome back to Let's Play. Like that, I left his name school. Why do I sound so just like, oh yeah, I remember now, it's because I'm barely getting these sleep these days. There's like, lying in bed, you know, just like, gonna have an early night, you know, and then the night became morning, and I was still awake. I must have eventually got to sleep at some point. I probably got a few hours at the very least. Might just go back to bed after recording this, maybe, I don't know. It's just like, my mind just would not shut off. You ever have that? You're lying in bed and your mind just like goes from one topic to another, and then you just find yourself just like unable to just fall asleep. Pain in the ass. And then you're like constantly turning back and forth because you can't get comfortable. And then they got a freaking cat who's just like taking up half the bed. It's like, fuck off. A few minutes pass, comes back, it's like, ah, oh, for crying out loud. Really annoying. You know, one thing that came to mind randomly while I was like trying to sleep is like, I was like, okay, finally. Nothing interesting to think about? Good. Now I'll finally fall asleep, right? And then I randomly, for whatever reason, thought of Clannad. And I thought of a scene in Clannad in the anime adaptation where I was like, wait, what the fuck? Essentially. And, you know what, actually, it's a mild spoiler for Clannad. Very mild. Not like super big or anything like that. But essentially, if you don't want to have any spoilers for the anime adaptation, well, it's very vague. It's mild spoiler for the visual novel. It's a very brief scene in the geese's route, essentially. So if you don't want to have spoiled, mute the video until, well, I do like that or this, essentially. So mute in in a few seconds if you don't want to get a spoiler. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so in both the anime and the visual novel in the Geese's route, the Geese does a play, and she's the only one on stage during the play. In the visual novel, you got Sunohara and Tomoya there, but they're, you know, in the background, they like do the lighting and music and all that, just play on buttons and whatnot and stuff. They're pretty much in the background, so it's a solo play. In the anime adaptation, they have all the characters join in, but still, Nagisa remains the only one on stage because it's a solo play, right? And there's a scene in the anime adaptation where it's like, wait, that doesn't make sense. But maybe it does. It's the scene where they're like doing like a vocal warm-up with it. It's like, they're all like reading the same lines over and over again. No rehearsing, right? And the question is, why the fuck was all the other characters doing that as well? When it's only Nagisa that's going to be in the play. But I guess the answer could simply be they're there to, you know, help her. Like, just like, oh, we'll like rehearse with you to make you somehow, you know, get used to it more, because you'll have like a demonstration of sorts if you fall behind on the vocal warm-up and whatnot. But still, it bugged me, and they're just like, I couldn't get to sleep. I couldn't get to sleep before that, but that random thought really just came out of nowhere. Anyways, let's continue. Seriously, that was pretty random. What a random thought. We have 3 coins. Oh shit. Ow! We got a hidden, for God's sake! You can't have got there that fast. I call bullshit on that one. Takes so long to fricking enter a fricking door. You know, only going back and forth between the buildings anyway. Doesn't apply in any other situation. What a bastard. What am I doing? I think it's on the second floor. I do remember where I'm going here. I haven't completely forgotten. Oh, for God's sake. I don't think he spotted me though. He's always in a spot where you're going, dude. He's such a dick. He's also a bit deaf, it seems. Then again, he's got those earmuffs on, so that probably explains it. Oh man, can you imagine that? That'd be cool. If, like, the extra costumes actually had, like, a little kind of effect they have. It's like, oh, you get the earmuffs one, it makes it so that you know, you can make a bit more noise than usual and it will protect you. Or, you know, you could have, like, I don't know, glasses so you can, like, see you further away. You know, add little things like that, but no, just aesthetics. Serves no other purpose. And most of them are DLC, so, yeah. How is it? Which window was it? Is it this one? Or was it on the first floor? I don't think you can even examine it as achievement, but... Was it? Yeah, that wall right there. Let's coin. Book? There was a book? Is this the book So Young was looking for? I wonder where the janitor will spawn. Actually, I left something in here, didn't I? Taking that. Might as well pick some things up along the way, you know? Don't think there's anything in there. Did he really just not bother turning off the lights? Because it kind of looks that way to me. He's probably busy turning off the lights in that hallway. Oh, he is. It's right there. Not sure which window it was. Wasn't there a coin here or did I use it? Nope. One, two, three. Casual food. Shit. Well, let's just look at some signs. I don't know what any of this says because I don't know Korean, but it's probably some really generic stuff. I wonder if we can hide in the corner. If he doesn't spot me, then he's truly blind. See you later, Mr. Janitor. Let me just... Nope. Nope, can't examine the wall windows. Therefore, the ghost is not encounterable when you wait to see it from the street. Must be a draft.
여기도 없네.
Hello. How many times have I encountered that spirit at this point? Not enough, apparently, because I still haven't got the trophy. I guess he went back downstairs. Didn't even bother to turn the lights off. Well, I can't be asked going in those classrooms. It'd be kind of a waste of time. Because... why? Well, because, you know, there'd be items I could pick up. Healing items. A pen, maybe. Oh wait, there is something back here. Probably a coin. Now I can buy 1 lunchbox and 1 soy milk, or 4 soy milk if you were to go that route instead. He's gonna spawn immediately at the entrance though. I just know it. Because they usually don't seem to despawn from the area you last encounter them. They'll just spawn back in the exact same spot, so that's not gonna be good. Luckily you can get around them in the hallway, but you will get hit. Ow! He's right behind me! I could have just ran for it right off the bat. I didn't know where he was gonna spawn. What a douche. I know what I'm doing! That's how you effectively despawn him. I've heard this song. Is it coming from Ansler's office? Can interact with it, can I? I think, if I recall. Yeah, there we go. Not that it matters. Well, that's another bloody thing. That one of my many thoughts while trying to freaking get asleep, because my mind was like, let's think about random shit. One of it was like, you know that freaking piano puzzle in the original Silent Hill? I was thinking of that and I was like, how would I make a riddle kind of based puzzle around a musical instrument? And I thought, okay, for a guitar. And I was like, okay, the first landed on the 3rd at the top of it all. The second lies 2 steps beyond, and so on. Essentially, so it makes up like a chord essentially. Ow, fuck you! I didn't see you there, you asshole. But yeah, essentially form a chord, but like do it in a riddle way, you know. It's just random. What a dick. I gotta use one of my lunch boxes. And it's still not enough to heal me. You're a dick, Mr. Janitor. You and your... stupid earmuffs. Just like awkward pause there. I was like... I was about to say mittens, but I was like, no, that's a entirely different thing. You could use some mittens, though. Probably gets cold carrying around that shovel all night. Have I got any yellow? No. I'm not wasting a lot in schwocks. I don't know how you're able to detect so easily when you wear those earmuffs. Well, that would be a neat one as well. Imagine one where they wear headphones, and if you get nearby, you can actually hear faintly the sound of music playing. You know, but he's in the spot where I need to go. It's become routine at this point, Miss Janitor. I suppose I'll heal while waiting. Yep. Seeing the hot and cold food there, there's like, just thinking, it's like if you had headphones on, you'd be listening to that song, wouldn't you? Just picture the janitor going around listening to that song with a pair of headphones on. Why? Because why not? Oh, there's not much to do when the janitor's being a bastard. So I suppose I might as well go pick up some other shit while waiting. While also being incredibly, you know, not risky at all. Well, that didn't make sense. Might as well pick up this. I read that, so yeah. There's not even anything in here. You know, just like be very, you know, like noisy and shit. Maybe a little attractive. No, at the very least, we'll keep him busy down here when he comes down here. Because he'd be like, what is all these lights doing on? She actually skips. Didn't notice that. Well, I did. At some point. It's like, I remember just like being like, you know, getting the draws. I mean, that's neat that they actually, you know, animate differently. You know, that's one thing, really, isn't it? And a lot of video games that, like, have a first-person perspective, they don't really bother to really make a character model at all. That you can actually see that you're actually playing as a human or humanoids, if not a human. There's a 4. What about like first-person game where you're actually playing as a 4-limbed animal? How would that look? Because it'd be a bit lower then, wouldn't it? Is there anything in here? I don't think so. I mean, if there is, it'd probably just be a document or some shit. Yep. Well, there's not much down here. Oh, hello. Ow! I don't know how he always gets me. He's such a dick. I don't know why I didn't just do this to begin with. He spawns him anyway. The music teacher who committed suicide? What am I seeing here? Something very obvious. There was a game among students where they looked for items of the dead music teacher. I may be able to find something if I have the music teacher's item. It would have been hilarious if he had spawned right behind me when I turned there. It's nice that you can see like the buildings connecting out like that, but it doesn't really seem very detailed at the same time. Yeah, wasn't it there the whole time? Or was it? Plot stuff. It's just like, why are you skipping over it? Well, the previous playthrough essentially went over all the documents. So much like the first playthrough in this entire LP, it was like, just go back to that one to see like all the documents in their full, you know, where it was a lot more thorough with that, because the second time around, it's just like, you know, just get to the other ending essentially, rather than, you know, redoing this like entire thing, which would take forever. Is there nothing in here? So I've got a book. I think that's all I need, right? I think. If I recall. I'm gonna need another lunchbox. I mean, let's try not to get hit by the janitor at every, you know, encounter. One, two, three. One of those. You know what? I've still got one left, at least. Have a coffee as well. I've still got coins, it seems. How many do I have? None. I guess it just didn't give the notification there that I have no coins now. It's really hard to see, you know? It's not as hard to see when it's like, you know, linked up to the TV normally, but like, because it's linked to the capture card, it looks darker, which is why I have to turn the contrast and shit up. Which is going to be a bit of a pain going back and forth between that now that I'm LPing a new game with Room Factory. Room Factory Ocean Speed Acts. I think there might be another one in titled Rune Factory, something else. But if there is, I've not played it. So we arrive at the new building, and of course the bloody light switch is on the opposite side. Not that there's really much in here. First of the books, Western art history. Shame you can't zoom in on it, or can you? Nope, not really. Blah 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 blah. Well, at least we're making up for, you know, lost items a little bit. I don't think there's anything else here. Oh wait, there is. Gotta be thorough, you know. Open all the stalls in case you need to run to them. Even though running back here would be a pain in the ass, really. Considering you can't actually use the main doors. And this one has a bit of space, you know, you could probably run around the janitor in this one. The only thing is, you'd still get hit because, you know, range, you know. Let's go pick up whatever we can find down here. I don't know if there's anything else in here. Blah. Yeah, the history room's pretty bland. You know, it's kind of like how when I play as eun-mi, how even though I say, and, you know, I do stick to that, you know, not picking up all the ghost stories and all that all over again after the first playthrough. But, you know, if it's there, I will pick it up essentially, you know. So it's like, if there's a document, note or whatever, and it happens to be within the room, then maybe I'll pick it up, if I can be bothered. Well, I don't know why they don't just use the ladder, you know? I mean, sure, it'd take long to get down, but at least you wouldn't break your legs. Realistically. Well, maybe you wouldn't break your legs from falling down there. Well, jumping down there, if you say. If you did fall down there, that would probably do some damage. But you'd probably sprain your ankle or something at the very least. But this is a video game, so that does not apply here. You do not have fall damage. You know what, can you imagine? Where is he? I have no idea. Anyway, could you imagine if in the original Super Mario Bros, if like Mario took fall damage? That would really suck. Just be like, mind your own business, doing all these jumps, and then suddenly, bam, you're dead because you didn't get the mushroom and you didn't have, you know, an extra point of health, all because of fall damage. I mean, technically it would have fall damage, you know, but not in a traditional way, where, you know, you fall from a height, you take damage, but you survive. In Mario, you fall into a pit and you die. Psychology. Yeah, I wonder if it's like a legitimate book. Like, if this is an actual book or not. I mean, I can imagine it being an actual book, but whether the design is the actual book or not, I don't know. These books all seem to be at the back, if I recall. Yep. A cult book. It's probably got an actual title, but who knows what that is. I did pick up whatever was on the floor, I guess. Where is he? He's still on the ground well. Everything is fine. Don't even need to be stealthy. I'd only need to be stealthy if I went down there. But that's not needed. Now, could you imagine if this was like Clock Tower and you could like have a one-time use of, you know, picking up a fire extinguisher to hit the janitor? Now, speaking of Clock Tower, I remember years ago seeing like some kind of remake that was in the work, and like a while ago I was like, whatever happened to that? And it apparently became an entirely different game was made instead. Called, I think it was called Remothered something or other. Understanding Pottery. So yeah, I don't know what happened with that. It apparently was made by the same guy who made the original Clock Tower, though, I think. So kind of a spiritual successor to it in a way. Except I don't think it's point and click, so, you know, different to how Clock Tower was. Then again, Clock Tower 3 was not a point and click. And I've never actually played that one. I've seen a let's play of it though, and it is most bizarre. very different to the other Clock Towers. And Clock Tower 2, the struggle had nothing to do with the original Clock Tower. Made no sense why it was called Clock Tower. The original Clock Tower made sense. I mean, the one on PS1 didn't make sense because there wasn't really a clock tower, but it was a continuation of the story that, you know, had the clock tower, so, you know, fair enough. But then after that, it's just like, here's two kind of spin-off games that use the clock tower thing, title, but aren't really, you know, anything to do with clock tower, really. No clock tower. Well, actually, there was a clock tower, sort of, in the third one, but yeah. I don't know what to say now. It's like, I feel like this part has been a lot of rambling. I mean, granted, that's every part of any LP I ever do, it seems, but still, you get the idea. A lot of rambling. What did I come here for again? Oh yeah, I remember. Actually, yeah. Of course the door is closed. Oh. If I'd walked a little further, I would have noticed that I still had it open. Right, now I just need to work out the code. 30... 20... And the middle bit always confuses me for some reason. 30, 20... Oh yeah, it's that. I see it now. 30, 20, 0, 35. There we go. Like I keep saying, there's something in the bars. It's randomized every time, the numbers, so you can't just guess your way through it. Or at least, I don't think you can, anyway. Pottery. So, made a lot of progress in amongst all the rambling. Well, I feel like the rambling was just, you know, to break up the monotony of, you know, wandering around doing stuff was already done in the previous playthrough, essentially. Well, we made quite a bit of progress on the plot, so I'm going to record the next part after this. Probably will be where we get the second ending, maybe, because there's not much left of the route at this point, I don't think. And then after that, oh, I don't know how I'm going to prepare myself for that, but after that, the final playthrough will be going for So Young's best ending, but on hell mode. I'm not looking forward to that at all. But anyways, we'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.